Hello and welcome back to the Tiberium Armory series. This week we are doing a video on the Leman Russ versus Predator tank. This will be part of a new series where I go and take different vehicles from different universes and put them up against CNC vehicles to see how our favorite universe stacks up when it comes to other sci-fi universes. Okay, on to the video. The universes of Warhammer 40k and Command & Conquer don't often meet, but when they do, it's in chat rooms from the early 2000s, and in the heads of many cross-setting nerds that wonder at the magic of wars that could be. So, in what I think will be a off week of mini-series, I want to start this out in style with the most ubiquitous vehicles from the good guy factions of both universes, the Imperium of Man's Leman Russ, and the Predator tank of the Global Defense Initiative. Both of these vehicles cover the main battle tank role in the respective universes and do incredible jobs grinding their enemies down into dust on their battlefields. Now, I have done a video previously on the Predator tank, so I'll go over them pretty quickly. The Predator tank is a design derived from the medium tank of the First Tiberium War, otherwise known as the N1A2 Abrams tank. Armed with a 150mm smoothbore cannon, or a similarly sized railgun, as well as an anti-personnel machine gun, the Predator is incredibly powerful, capable of fighting any target, whether infantry, vehicle, or low-flying helicopters, disposing them in short order. It is a new modern vehicle driven by an internal diesel motor that generates power for the electric motors housed in the external tread arms, and is capable of traveling at the same speed as M1A1 for longer and over a wider variety of terrain. Finally, its armor is composed of a ceramic composite material that is 2/3 as heavy as conventional composite armor and 1/3 more effective thickness. Against armor-piercing, fin-stabilized discarding sabot rounds at the front, the effective armor is around 800mm, and against heat rounds, 1750mm. This thickness does not include the effective thickness of ERA that might be applied, as well as ceramic armor skirts that may be worn over the top of armor. In the other corner is the galactically famous Leman Russ, the tank named after the Primarch of the Space Wolves, and it's no slouch either. The Leman Russ is known for fighting vehicles many times its size and potency of its 120mm smoothbore cannon and 150mm of frontal armor. Leman Russ is a vehicle of many variations, some of which are able to mount other weapons, while others make use of different materials for its armor. It's unclear whether the standard Leman Russ uses materials such as adamantine or ceramite for armor, which may allow for much thicker effective armor, but from the available resources it seems like the armor is likely to be made from high-grade plasteel, material that seems to be both lighter and stronger than conventional steel. The exact strength of plasteel versus steel is unknown, but given that it is used with ceramite in Terminator armor that can tank blasts, I can take a liberty here and say that the effective armor of the tank is doubled what it would be versus steel, making the effective frontal armor come out to around 300mm of armor. Additional sources add that the armor plating is made of ferrosteel, which is another unknown material stronger than steel. The source in the wiki I found mentions that the impacts large enough to push the tank sideways fail to penetrate, so for this matchup I rate the armor to be effectively 400mm versus what would be the standard ammo in Chaos and Rebel factions, armor-piercing, high-explosive, or heat rounds. The Leman Russ is also known to be very maneuverable, although not very fast. In this matchup, the standard Mars pattern versus the standard cannon-bearing Predator in a field among optimal conditions where the crew for both are well rested and at the top of their field. Starting out, it seems that the Predator tank has a distinct advantage, with thicker armor and a heavier gun, but is not a foregone conclusion because of the las cannon that the Leman Russ has mounted on its chassis. The Predator tanks are no stranger to the occasional laser weapons discharge in their direction, and are protected against fire from the Scorpion tank, which has a laser that deals similar damage to a 150mm cannon. The las cannon is possibly at parity with this, as the las cannon is judged against standard tanks from the universe, such as the Rebel Leman Russes. This means that if the Leman Russ can catch the Predator tank, it can deliver an extremely powerful hit that can breach its defenses. For this matchup, I'm going to say that the mobility of the two tanks are roughly equal, as the Predator is extremely fast, while the Leman Russ is very quick to turn. The Leman Russ cannon is completely ineffective against the Predator, but the las cannon is not. In this case, I'm going to give 7 out of 10 victories to the Predator tank, as the main gun of the Predator is both larger and more capable of penetrating than the Leman Russ's armor with different types of advanced ammunition. That number might change if the Predator was given a railgun, and again it might change if the Leman Russ was given a hunter-killer missile. In general, however, I will give the win to the Predator tank with a slight edge. At the end here, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's taken the time to listen, and any Warhammer fans who might have wandered in. I hope to cover more topics like this in the future, and I hope you find it interesting. This has been Game Master Karrakin in a short video, and I hope you all have a very nice day.